giant, will a Venus flytrap eat a giant mealworm? This is a giant mealworm and it's shed its skin. You can see how big it is, it's quite a large one. Now I had to go and get one of my Venus flytraps from downstairs because it's got bigger leaves on it than the one that I've got here. Hang on, I'll show you. That's the one I've got here, and it can probably take a fly, but I don't know that it would take a giant mealworm. So I'm going to just try and see whether a Venus flytrap will eat a giant mealworm. It's closing that. But the only thing is, will it just keep going through, or will it actually close? There we go. If I go like that, I know that seems mean, but people say I'm mean anyway for feeding things to Venus flytraps. It's like forced nature, I suppose you'd call it. So, will a Venus flytrap, this is quite a big Venus flytrap, eat a giant mealworm? Superworms they're called, I suppose. Superworms and mealworms and things like that, and waxworms, all sorts of things, are bred to feed to your other animals like your reptiles and your insects, your invertebrates, and your Venus flytraps, I suppose. So, will a Venus flytrap eat a giant mealworm? Yes, I guess it will. It's just about fit in. Hang on, just about fitted in there, but the flytrap is still closing around the mealworm. It's still closing. It's still closing. I'm just pausing it because it's going to take ages otherwise. But it's still closing. Once it's sealed, right, it's near enough sealed up, but they do take a bit of time. It will seal completely, and once it's sealed completely, it'll digest it, and it'll take probably about maybe a week or two to digest it, and then I'll bring you back to show you the leftovers. I don't know whether you came along and saw me feed a dead fish. I had a dead Corydoras, which I put into a Venus flytrap to utilise the body rather than wasting it. And this is it here, so I'm going to open it up and show you what it looks like. So there we go. It has eaten it to a certain extent, but it's not eaten a lot of it. When I've put smaller fish in before into Venus flytraps, they have actually digested them a lot. You can see the ribs in there, and you can see the skin over the top, but it has actually digested it a bit. So will a Venus flytrap eat a dead Corydoras? Yes, it will.